Good morning, Damascus Christian School, and welcome to your 11th episode of the Eagle's Nest. This last week, you guys seemed very captivated and interested and oftentimes disturbed by what you heard from our speaker on slavery going on around the world today. This obviously is an international incident, an occurrence that happens far too often, but it often happens very close to home. My wife and I were talking about this past weekend and discussing one of her students who was a very accomplished basketball player that was flown throughout the U.S. because of their prowess in athletics, especially basketball, and had promises of college scholarships. This student fell in with some wrong people, and before this student got too far into their 20s, this student was actually involved in trafficking girls in our area. Unfortunately, this happens far too often close from home. So as you guys are moved by what goes on around the world, it also happens very close here at home. This incident I'm speaking of happened in Gresham. These images that are showing up before you give examples of slavery that goes on around the world today as well, outside of the U.S., but we are still impacted or benefited from it directly. Whether that's the cobalt mines that are used for us to get cobalt for our cell phones. Almost all of us have cell phones. Pieces of that cell phone have come as a result of children being forced to do slavery. The clothes you wear and the cotton that is collected by kids in other places of the world is also a benefit that we receive because of their efforts. And this goes into many other areas as well. So when we look at what it means to be offended by this idea that children are forced into slavery, whether it's the sex slave trade or cobalt mines or cotton plantations, remember that we ourselves as Americans perpetuate this because of our consumerism. So think about in what ways can we make a difference to help stop these kind of things from continuing to manifest themselves in our own lives. Students, remember this next week at Thanksgiving, so we have a 2-day week. You will be off for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We continue to have some service opportunities for you students. Right now, the youth group here at Damascus Community Church is collecting socks, water, gloves, and other essentials for homeless in our area. It's a great activity to get involved with. If you have more questions, please contact Pastor Perot. Yearbook is also looking for your pictures, so if you have pictures that can be used in a yearbook, please download Replay It, the app, and upload your pictures you've taken on your phone. We have Family Chapel for elementary this week, and our secondary will be hearing from Mr. Holcomb. Member students, we will also have discipleship groups this week as we will have school on Friday for 2 weeks in a row. And Friday feast this week will be Costco Pizza. Have a great week and soar like eagles. Go!